Hi guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how good a low-level wild statline Deinotherium squad is against the dragon boss in Ark Survival Ascended. These are the stats of my Deinotherium. I got two parents, one with decent HP and the other with decent melee. I mixed these stats together. These are my base stats. These are my imprinted stats. And finally, these are my leveled stats that all my Deinotherium will have in this video. For the fight, I'll be using only Deinotherium with no other supporting dinos. They're quite big, but I managed to fit all 20 on the obelisk. Be careful when doing this and make sure their center points are all within the circle, or they might get left outside of the fight. So for the fight, we'll be using 20 Deinotherium. For the Gamma boss fight, I'll be using primitive saddles on all my dinos. I launched the Gamma fight, and when the dragon did its first land, we got smoked. Like quite literally, the flames cooked us like they just cooked us alive. We lost HP way too quickly, and with no other supporting tames, we had no HP coming back in from heals. This led to our loss quite quickly, and just like that, on Gamma, things were already looking really bad for these guys, but I just couldn't give up. I wanted to now make some adjustments and go again. So for the next Gamma run, I made the following changes. I added 5 veggie cakes to each Deinotherium and gave each Deinotherium a saddle ranging from 45 armor to 53 armor. I then launched the Gamma fight once again. To my surprise, after sitting and taking multiple firebrand attacks, the Deinotherium kinda looked okay. Because of their size, there was almost no way to evade the fire attacks, so after 3 to 4 and they were doing good, I was quite impressed. We did go on to lose one Deinotherium, but we actually defeated the boss. Most of the other Deinotherium had done really well and had a lot of HP left. So using a better saddle and veggie cakes makes these guys pretty freaking tanky. And this is one of those benefits that you can't get with large carnivores. So next, I tried the beta dragon. After the success we had on the initial Gamma run after I made those changes, I decided to keep everything the same, but instead of 5, I added 10 veggie cakes to each Deinotherium. I launched the fight, and to my damn surprise, man, we were holding up very well. We took multiple waves of flame attacks, but I didn't see any bloody Deinotherium. We were actually taking away at the boss's HP steadily. And before I knew it, the boss was defeated and no Deinotheriums were dead. This was a big win for the team. It showed me how much the veggie cakes and better saddles really enhances these guys. Next, I wanted to try the alpha. We were doing pretty well now after those changes, and I decided to make absolutely no changes. So they would have the 45 to 53-ish armor saddles, and they would have 10 veggie cakes in each inventory. I launched the alpha fight. The dragon's fire was being easily mitigated by the veggie cakes and the defensive buff from the Deinotherium. Due to its lack of brute strength, it wasn't actually doing that much damage aside from its fire attack, so when it took off, it actually allowed my Deinotherium to eat more veggie cakes and get nearly back to full HP before it landed again. This was one of the fastest alpha dragons I've done in quite a while. We took out the alpha dragon in under 8 minutes with 0 deaths. After the fight, my Deinotherium were kinda looking good and only some of them had taken any noticeable damage. They did have no veggie cakes left, so they kinda utilized all the veggie cakes to the max. But are they a good dragon boss dino? In my opinion, they're actually a solid dragon boss dino, and if you have veggie cakes and better saddles, they are a sure shot dragon killer. The taming process is a lot. It takes a lot of prep, getting beer, plus there's a cap of level 95 before you can actually tame one of these guys. But unlike the Broodmother, the dragon is one of the harder bosses to do because of that fire attack, so I tend to find that people like taking it on last. So by the time you are ready for the dragon boss, you could potentially already have a team of these guys ready to go, and that would also give you more time to find a good saddle blueprint for them. So for the dragon boss, I'd like to say yeah, these guys are a good choice. They can be solid because now you can give them the veggie cakes, and with a better saddle, they're healing so fast and their HP is so high without mutations that they will make a great tanky tame to take into a boss fight that can heal themselves, buff themselves, and have the same hitting power as medium level Rexes. I would actually recommend you use one supporting dino like a Deodon to add just a little bit more healing to them along with the veggie cakes, just for people who don't have a very large amount of veggie cakes, because it did take like 200 veggie cakes to keep all of these guys fed for each fight. But yeah, let me know if you think these guys would be worth it for the Dragon Boss. Don't forget, if this video was informative and helped you out, gave you a little bit of information, make sure to like, subscribe, share it to your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one.